excited that everybody could join me today. I am going to do a short but sweet stretching sequence for your pelvic floor. And if you're having any symptoms of clenching, especially in the back, associated with any sort of injuries or tears, this is for you. If you have any sort of injuries or tears anywhere in that area, this also is for you. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to sit cross-legged down. This is going to be a little on the yoga side. I'm a yoga instructor, and so we'll be a little bit of flowing, a little bit of movement, and hopefully we can get that pelvic floor to relax a little bit. So let's breathe in, and as we exhale, we'll rotate the body, looking over the shoulder. Keep breathing here while we're in this twist. Next inhale brings the hands up. Exhale over to the left. And inhale the arms back up. This time we'll take the right hand down to the mat. Left hand comes up over top. We're breathing into this left side body. So sometimes with the pelvic floor, other things in our body can get stuck, and everything is related. By breathing into the rib cage, we are allowing the ribs to expand and contract with the diaphragm, and then there's a corresponding diaphragm in the pelvic floor. So as we're leaned over to the right here, making sure we're directing the breath into this left side body. Next inhale brings you up. Exhale over to the left. This time right side body is exposed. With that right side body again, making sure we're directing the breath in there. That expands the ribs, allowing the diaphragm to expand, and then allows the pelvic floor diaphragm to do its thing. Pelvic floor diaphragm and regular diaphragm are on a continuum, and the better mobility they each have, the better your body works. Let's inhale up, coming forward onto hands and knees. Now on hands and knees, we'll do a move called cat and cow. So what you'll do is you'll tuck your hips under, you'll arch into your back, and you'll look at your belly button. So opening up into the back body. And for the next one, cow, you'll unhook your hips, drop your belly, and then pull your collarbone up. And then look up. We don't want to crank into the neck. So we just want to look maybe 3 to 5 feet in front of us. Again, let's tuck those hips, push up into the back, gaze at the navel, untuck the hips, drop the belly, bring the collarbone up, look in front of you. Last time, tuck the hips, arch into the back, look at the belly button, then untuck the hips, drop the belly button, open the collarbone, look forward. So as we are in this position with the hips dropped, so the belly and the hips are dropped, we're going to do some rock backs. So we'll come up onto the toes and we'll rock back. This is fabulous for the back of the pelvic floor. So if you're having problems with constipation or pain in the back, in the rectum, this is a great move to do. And you'll just simply rock back and forth. You can do this as many times as you need to. Over the course of a day, if you decide to do any of these moves on your own, this is probably one of the best ones that you can do. And I would do it 3 to 5 times a day with about 10 to 20 reps. Next rock, let's untuck the toes, open the knees wide, and come down towards the floor, or if you have a mat, onto your mat. This is a pose called child's pose. This is opening the hips and the sit bones, which are in the pelvis here in the back on both sides. It's widening between the hip bones. And what that does is it gives relief into that tissue in the pelvic floor. So if that tissue is tense, this is helping release it. So as you breathe in and out here, really try to get your breath to expand into the pelvic floor. Don't push into the pelvic floor, but just simply let the diaphragms work in tandem with each other and try to experience what that feels like. Let's walk the hands in towards the body. We're going to come into a very deep stretch on this next one. For you yogis out there, it is called a malasana or a yogi squat. And for anybody else, it's just called a deep squat. If you cannot do it, you can have something to sit on. You can sit on the edge of a chair, a low chair, and try to do it. This is great for releasing the pelvic floor. And if you're really having a struggle with both of those, you can grab a doorway and kind of hover with the doorway. This is great to do before you go to the bathroom so that that tissue is nice and relaxed, because we all know that tissue can get really stressed out. It can get the tissue can become hard and not supple. And so this really, if you do a couple deep breaths while you're in this move, is super helpful to relax the pelvic floor before a bowel movement. So we'll stay here. 2 more breaths. We'll release this. We'll come down onto our knees. We'll actually only just do one knee. The other leg will stretch out long. Up on one knee and the other leg stretched out long. We're going to take that toe of the stretched out leg minus the right. We'll touch it to the floor and then the ceiling. The floor and then the ceiling. The floor and then the ceiling. And if you would like to add an up and down with the body, you can. So the toe goes up, the booty goes down towards the other foot. The booty goes up, the toe goes down to the floor. Or you can just simply keep moving that toe. Booty down, toe up. Booty up, toe down. Booty down, toe up. Booty up, toe down. This time, both knees will bend. We'll take our hands in front. This is stretching the perineal area. We'll take the left hand up to the sky. Take a few breaths here. Left hand comes down, right hand goes up to the sky. Take a few breaths here. Both hands come down to the mat. Now this time, we had the right leg stretched out before. Left leg will stretch out. Left toes go down, up. Last time, down, up. If you want to add the up and down with your body, you can, or you can simply just rock that toe back and forth. So toe up, booty down, booty up, toe down, toe up, booty down, booty up, toe down. Let's do one more. Booty down, toe up, booty up, toe down. So that should really have created some space with those 3 different moves that we did in the pelvic floor. We'll do a couple more things lying on our back. So coming down, if you have somewhere soft like a mat, or you could do this in your bed, we'll lie all the way back and take the knees into the chest. So this should open up the back of that pelvic floor for you. Hopefully you're able to squeeze those knees into the chest. This is also great for digestion If you have any digestive problems associated with constipation from your pain or your spasming or anything to do like that, this is a great move. Make sure you continue to breathe. Now we'll take the knees out and together. So we're moving that femur in the socket. Femur is this big bone on the leg. Socket is the socket of the pelvis. Just rolling those femurs in the socket, basically making a circle with your knee. And let's go the other direction. Keep breathing. Bringing those knees back into the chest. Let's leave the right knee in the chest. Left leg comes out long. Squish that right knee, right thigh into your belly. Now, if you don't reach your thigh and your belly don't reach, then you can put something in there like a sweatshirt or a towel, something so that we can have some compression on your digestive system. This is pushing into the colon, the ascending colon. Help get things moving. And from here, we'll add a little twist. So knee comes across the body, hip can lift up. Look at the opposing hand of the way you're turning. This also helps with digestion. Any sort of twisting motion can aid in that. Bringing that knee back up. Bringing the left knee up. Right leg comes out long. Squishing that leg into the belly. Make sure you keep breathing. This is the left knee. It's going to travel to the right. The hip can pop up. Looking to the left with the head. Really just opening everything up. Twisting into the body, wringing out that digestive system. Bringing this back in towards the body. Both knees come into the body. Let's grab behind the knees, open the legs. You can stay here if you'd like, or you can change into a position called Happy Baby, which is when you hold the outside of the blade of your foot, or with your two fingers, we call this the peace fingers, with your big toe. It doesn't matter if you choose the blade, the toe, or behind the knee. You are getting the same effect. This is opening the back of the pelvic floor. It should feel really nice. This is another one you can add to doing 3 to 5 times a day with 10 to 20 repetitions. If you are holding onto the toe or the foot, you can go ahead and rock back and forth, getting a little bit of movement in this. Grabbing back behind the leg if you are not there already. Pushing the legs together. Rolling onto one side. Sitting up nice and tall. Back in our easy seated position. We'll do one more here. So in this easy seated position, we'll take the rib cage and we'll do a stirring motion. And this is helping with the pelvic floor. It's kind of opening and shutting it as you circle around. If this makes your pelvic floor feel worse, go back into that happy baby. I know when I had my injury, it was not fun, and sitting like this might not have been the best for me, so you decide. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's inhale. Hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands in front. Thank you for joining this short pelvic floor workout with me. I hope it helps. I hope it can give you some relief. If you like to follow me or subscribe, I will leave